Hello guys and welcome. This is going to be a new series, and this series is going to be very short. So only like 3 to 4 parts, and yeah. So this is going to be about Grow Garden. I think you probably heard about the game if you clicked on this video. If you don't know, it's basically a game where you can buy crops from the shop, then plant them onto your plot, harvest them, and sell the wood that you get from them, or the items that you get from them, back to the seller, and then get more money. That's basically the whole game loop. And yeah, it's pretty popular. It had like 1 million players yesterday. So let's get right into it. So the first thing we will do today is going to be the plot system. So first of all, we have to build a plot. So let's go ahead and build a plot. So I'm going to make a folder and just call this plots. And then I'm going to just create the plot. So let me just scale part. Let me just do it like 50 by 15 or 15 by 20. I think this is a nice space for you to grow stuff. Maybe a bit bigger even. Maybe like, let me see. Geez, we just use it. Okay, but then we want to duplicate this because we want to have 2 seed beds. Yeah, these are going to be our seed beds, right? So what just happened? So we might as well just call them seed beds. I think my microphone was also set up wrong. Okay, there we go. Should be fixed now. So the seed beds in here, this is where we are going to plant our seeds, of course, or our crops. And yeah, so let's color them brown to symbolize this. And then go ahead and create a new part and call the part spawn location, since we also want to spawn at our plot, right? So let's drag this part to the middle here of the alleyway. Let's just make like 4 by 0.5 by 4. Nice little thing here. Beginning of our, you just even. This is where we want to spawn. Let's make this calculate off and anchored and also transparent. Then let's get all these on location and group them as a model. And then I'm just going to call this plot 1. So then we can duplicate the plots and just move them around. We have plot 1, 2, and 3. Name them. Plot 2. This is going to be plot 3. And then we can get all the plots again, duplicate them around, and then put them on the others. So then this is going to be plot 4. Image. This here is going to be plot 5. Finally, this is going to be plot 6. Now we got to check one last thing. We press right click here and show the orientation indicator. See that it looks in the direction facing outward. And you want to have this on every of your. If we check this here, it should be pointing in this way. So let's see. And yes, it points in this way. So you want to make sure that it points in the correct way. And then we can just go ahead and continue on with the plot system. So first of all, what we want to do is we want to set up our systems or our systems folder inside the JavaScript service. First in here, we're going to go all our systems that we are going to need. So since it's not a very good system or just a plot service, let's just make a single module script and just call this plot service. Then we want to copy the name, paste it in here, and then we can just start on and yeah, make the plot service. Then we also need a single server script, which I want to do just here. And let's just call this the server. Or we can actually just drag this out sort of here. It doesn't really matter. Then here, what we want to do, why did it just delete it? Okay, so in here, we want to do, we want to get the players, play added event, and connect the function play. And then what we want to do is we want to make a local function, which is called onCharacterSpawn. And it's gonna accept the character, and then we can do stuff in here. Then what we want to do is player.characterAdded, and then we want to connect the onCharacterSpawn. And if the player.character is already existing, then we also just want to do onCharacterSpawn and then player. Because sometimes you load in so fast that the server doesn't keep up. So when this plays, your character is already there. And then this is not gonna run because the character got added already. And yeah. And we also want to get our system folder. System is equal to server scripts. Just plot system. And now we can get our plot service. The local plot service be equal to system via system.plot service. Now we got our plot service. Now we want to continue on with the plot service, so we can call it in the player added event and just assign a plot to the player. So in the plot service, you want to get the plots folder first off. So plots folder. It's going to be equal to workspace, paper child, and then plot. Then we have the plot service, and let's also create a table called plot owners. Keep track of which players have which plot. So then we need a variety of functions. Let's just start with the function plot service colon assign plot. This is the one we want to do. This will accept a player because yeah, we need a player to assign it to. Okay, sorry. So now that we got this, we need to write the function. So first of all, we have to get every plot. So for underscore comma plots in ipairs, and then let's plots folder get children. If not plot owners, index this plot. Then plot owners index this again is going to be equal to the player. Then what you want to do is local owner tag going to be equal to plot find first child owner or instance.new object value. Owner tag dot name the owner tag dot value. That's going to be player. Owner tag dot parent going to be the plot. Then what we want to do too, so go ahead and in each plot make a sign. So we want to get a sign. So let's just build one. Part, make it like 1 or 1. And then and bigger this. Boom, we have our this slightly. Then let's color this. Just pick the screen color. Or just use the color we copied earlier. Or the color I copied earlier. And then just this like this. Group this as model and call this sign. Or what we can do is we can name this part sign, just put it into the plot, but just won't put it. This is sign model. Then we can drag this outside and just have these things. And I'm gonna make sure they are anchored and can collide is also on. And then let's position them accordingly. So I'm gonna put at the front of the plot like this. Then I'm gonna drag this into plot 1. Okay. Drag it into plot 2. Okay. Drag it into plot 3. Okay. Put into plot 4. Duplicate. Here. This into plot 5. Duplicate. And lastly, put it into. Now we got a sign and a sign model in each of our plots. And with this, we then can add a surface UI. Happen to have okay, and then we have it in the correct position now. We can place into UI, and it's the wrong side. So this is the left, front, right, top, bottom, back. Okay, that's going to be the back side. So let's copy this UI and paste it into every line. If you're wondering, it is just a surface UI with a text label inside, and that's just everything. And I just put no one as a text. And yeah, then we can continue the thing. So for the owner tag, the sign UI, so sign GUI, basically to plots, sign first child, sign. So this part here, let me just open body plot 1 for you to see. Here we have the sign, and this is what we are going to sign and plot, not sign, finds first child, which is A, and then surface B. If sign UI, or let's just get the label first. Label is equal to sign UI and first child, which is A, and A, and then let's find it. If label and label.text, not add label, then label.text is going to be equal to here dot this. And if the player has then we want to teleport, then we want to do the same thing for player character bit connect teleport. Lastly, we want to be the plot. Otherwise, we want to run. Okay, like this. Now we can try this out. Server, when everything loaded, just plot service, plot player spot play, play. All our messages. See that this plot has my display name line. If I check in the plots, plot 1, you can see the owner there, and it's referencing my player. There's here. That's what it's referencing. Okay, so now we want to teleport the player. So let's make a new function called copy it plot service colon teleport to plot, and this takes in going to be a function front of it. Then we can copy this and just self and just and for the teleport, it's pretty easy. We just want to first of all get a new function. It's going to be called plot sub, then colon get plot, and then for plot comma owner in pair plot owners do if owner is equal to pair, then we plot, and else we want then local plot. That's going to be self plot and there. And then we also check if plot is there. And then on is going to be equal plot find files on location or whatever you called it. So if spawn and player.character and player.character dot primary part. Then we set the primary part C-frame, spawn C-frame, and more up. Just like this. And yeah, then we can try this out and see if it works. So if we hit play, see that we now spawned in our plot and everything worked. So now, the only thing that is missing is going to be a function just for easier use later on. So let's just make function. So this is going to be the get plot owners. We don't need it now, but we might as well later. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. And now we're going to function tiny plot. We're going to function plot. What actually happens when you leave the game? Nothing. Because for it now, P plus is going to stay there. So when you leave, no one else can take this plot. And for this reason, we need a free plot function. This is going to also accept the player. And for plot owner in pairs, plot owner new, the owner is equal to the player. Then we got a plot owner plot to be equal to nil. Then we want to again find the owner. And if the owner tag, then owner tag try and then we want to get y. So this 2 1 all on capital. And then later on we just need to add some stuff here for the planting seed probably. But for now we don't need it, so we can just leave it like Then we need a players. Well, player removing event. And in this event, we then just can, free the player and just restore their plot. So yeah, when the player is removing, we just want to free plots. And this is pretty much it. Now when we hit play, of the plot, everything works. Leave, all plot gets destroyed and ready to be used again. Now, for testing, we might as well need to change our plot, and this can be hard doing it on your own, and it's also very, well, inconvenient to always pull up a 6-player local server, because it's one, laggy, and two, it takes like a minute to boot. It's just not necessary. So we can make a easy fix for this by just having some debug settings. So below here, we can just make a variable called false assign, which is going to be false for right now. Then the forest plot to be equal to any plot you want. So just plot one for me. And if false assign, we don't need to do any returns or something or any else statements, because we do the returns in the. So then the local forest plot is going to be equal to plots for, and then find question before, and then if forest plots, then we just want to read the plot if there is an owner. For p comma owner in pairs plot owner if owner is equal to, or p is equal to before plot, then of replot the owner. So we get a replot here and check if the owner is there, or replot is equal to force plot. So just reassign it. So then plot owners force plot will be equal to. Then we just do the same thing for the owner. Copy it, paste it here, have it work. Same thing for line. And then this. Yeah, literally the, except here we return the. Now when you can see, I just put it to like plot 4. Play. Okay, we got an issue here. Oh yeah, force plot, not plot. Place plot with force plot everywhere, and then we'll see that I now spawned at plot 4 and not plot 1, which. And yeah, so this is our plot system, and in the next episodes, which is going to come out fairly soon, we're going to handle the planting of trees, and possibly also the growing of trees, and maybe also the data store. So if you want to see more, let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like what I do. And yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.